Hello, y'all. How you doing? There's a lot of people here today, huh? I see that the viewer count is at 8, and I'm chat is going fast. Hello, Ace Dragon Oki. Okay, catch my breath. Ace Dragon Oki, hello. Droopman, hello. Pixel 101 Gaming, hello. Muffin Time, thank you for the follow. Much obliged. Lord Bowser, how you doing? Who else is here? Muffin Time was from Clunky. Let me grab my mouth so I can scroll up on the chat a little bit and read all this lovely stuff that has happened before we even started. How you doing, y'all? I've had a good week. I hope you have too. Also, here is, let's see. I think I maybe named everyone who's been in chat. Oh, Miles Play is here as well. Miles Play dropped a level. Fantastic. It's great to see everyone. Shit. I didn't do a stream yesterday. I originally wanted to do a Chrono Trigger randomizer stream, but I ended up doing a Ocarina of Time randomizer stream with some folks on Wednesday. So after that, I figured like, let's take a break to Thursday, come back on Friday, all nice and recharged. I had a good evening yesterday, very chill, very relaxed. I actually got onto a voice call and guested a little bit on Risky Chris P's Overwatch stream that he was doing. So that was fun. Um, didn't post about it or anything, but hey, if you want to go watch that VOD, let me shout out Risky Chris P. Hello, Bowser. Shout out Risky Chris P. Cool variety streamer doing some Overwatch stuff last couple days in anticipation for the new game. Let me run through a few things up top right fast. A couple of collabs, like I said, there was one on Wednesday with Shag and a bunch of Shag's friends doing Ocarina of Time randomizer. That was a bit of fun. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, that was a bit of fun. We finished it after like 3.5 hours, which was nice. First time ever doing Ocarina of Time randomizer. Um, yeah. Also, I guessed it on. I sort of impromptu appeared on the Overwatch stream that Risky Chris P was doing yesterday. I just sort of appeared in chat, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come join and get into chat if you like?" And I said, "Sure, I'll do that." And that was a bit of fun. There are other plans for next week, maybe doing like Overwatch 2 or something, like an Overwatch 2 nights with Rock Party is apparently trying to put something like that together. Maybe we'll do that with Risky Chris P. I don't know. That would make sense. He's a chill guy and he's probably gonna do a stream. Maybe we'll join in on that. Also, follow up on randomizers. So I've talked about before how when Extra Life comes around this year, I want to do a big randomizer stream where I play like like 5 randomizers that are, if anyone is familiar with Dan Reichert. I don't know if anyone actually here is from his community. Actually, maybe everyone is from my community or from other. Retro roulette is something that he does where basically he has a script that every such and such time interval it switches games. Well, I want to do that but with randomizers. So basically I'll have like 4 or 5 or 6 randomizers in a pool, and every 5 to 10 minutes it'll randomly switch from one to another, and we'll have like 4 or 5, 4 or 5 such randomizers to get through, and it should be fun. And currently trying to figure out which ones those will be. I know that Paper Mario and Donkey Kong 64 will for sure be in there. I think that Minish Cap and Metroid Fusion will be another 2. And I'm looking at Chrono Trigger Randomizer, and I'm looking at Ocarina of Time, and I think maybe we might just do those first 4. I don't know. I'm not really playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer alone. I feel like would be more tedious than the other randomizers, which are a little more mile a minute, you know? Running around in Ocarina of Time is really slow, you know, just like running from place to place. And it's like, oh, wow, this... You can't really speed this up, can you? Unless you were to backflip, 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 which is kind of just ridiculous. But anyway, that's sort of where my head's at, and I want to try out Chrono Trigger Randomizer and figure out, like, if that's going to be one of them, or if we're going to do Ocarina. Work that out sometime soon. Maybe on stream. I was thinking about maybe streaming that tomorrow, or Chrono Trigger Randomizer, but I could also just try it out offline. One last thing, special playthrough starts next week. Next week is, of course, October. Is, of course, the month of October. It is the spooky season, so I am kicking off. I am putting GTA 5 on the back burner, kinda. I'll do a stream eventually to, you know, continue making progress on that. But a spooky game will take the place of it on Monday. A spooky game. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's more spoopy than spooky, and some communities that I've been in for years and years know this game very well. It is very spoopy and kind of obscure. But at the same time, I've played a lot of it. I've beaten the very, very, very hard mode in it that has probably not been beaten by that many people. And it is... I'll give this as a clue. And y'all might be able to get it just from this if you know your shit. And also, I've mentioned playing it before, so if you have memory, you might know already. It is a game that is named after a double entendre. It is a dirty joke that perhaps no one out of the country that it was named in realized. So the publisher probably had no idea that it was a little bit dirty, or maybe they did. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for up top announcements. Let's before we start with the viewer levels, I want to show off my own level here, which is Cold Ice Comet, which I will say is coming real damn close to completion. In fact, I want to start this stream out with a little bit of making, which we haven't done proper in a good long while. That would have died if I had actually been playing it properly. So this is Cold Ice Comet. I've talked about this a lot because it's taken me months to make this. Cold Ice Comet is a level sort of inspired by Rambi Rumble from DKC2, where it's a level where the first half and the second half are very different. The second half being being downward, whereas this first half being an upward progression, as you're like climbing up on the side of things, bouncing off these guys. Maybe you'll climb up here to get a 50 coin. Good shit. Then in the second half, you actually go downhill instead. So here, you want to do this. Now you can kill these guys if you want. Take their cloud and fly under for a thing. One of the goals of this level was to make use of the Lakitus, specifically ones with the wings, which I've never seen before, actually. They're pretty obscure, I think. Honestly, I don't think I've seen that many viewer levels, or levels in general, that use them. So I was happy to get a chance to use them here. In the second half, it's more based around going downwards, and also sliding, and the blocks come into play. And by the way, this is all new right here. This has been built since the last time I showed this shit off. Okay, that's a bit weird. I didn't think about what would happen if you threw the shell there. Anyway, that's what it is now. You can see that it's pretty close to completion. I have to figure out what to do about this, though. Maybe just move that one down and it's fine. Or put... Yeah, we'll put, like, some spikes here instead. That will do nicely. Yeah, and then if you throw the thing, it's not gonna accidentally kill you. Though it is very weird how it works.
Let's go.
My intent, obviously, is this to be a power-up, but... yeah, you can just throw it like that, and it just takes out all these dudes. That's interesting. And there's one last part after this pipe, which I've shown multiple times before. I'll just show again here. Basically here, you'll bounce off one last bouncy bounce. Jump over there, get one last power-up. Do a little more sliding. A little more squid jumps. And as a finale, you'll get a pea balloon, and you'll fly up here. Pop into the thing. As you can see, it's nearly done. And I'm thinking sometime this weekend, I will put the finishing touches on it. You know, finish off this next area. I just have to build this area. Whatever this is. Honestly, maybe it's good enough right now. And I just need to put this pipe right here. Or maybe it'll, like, you'll have to, like, go... Looks really good. Thank you. Also, I have to theme it up. This area needs to be, like, filled with ice background. My idea for this part of the level is that you've sort of delved into the depths of the meteor. So, you should do it. Yeah, some decoration variation could be added to the spikes, but other than that, it looks good. Yeah. Looks fun. Yes. And you can't really see this part, so it doesn't matter that it looks funky. It's also not in the level preview, so, you know, this part can be ignored. But yeah, put some backgrounds up here. Add some stuff over here. I think that'll be good. And figure out what's going here. There's not much vertical space left in the level, as is, so whatever goes here will have to be pretty self-contained. I was thinking about doing... Let me do something I haven't done in a bit. Let me go back to the computer real fast, and I'll show you something that I can do here that I haven't done in a bit. I'm over at the computer, and let me show you something that hasn't been done in a little bit. That's right, it's the document cam. Let me see what I got here. I got some drawings here. One idea I have for the end is one last slide, and then jump off a tire over a spike with a snowball, and then this pipe behind it. I don't know if there's room for that vertically. I think that vertically there's no room. Move this over here so I can do a thing. Let's see. This part ended up getting into the level kinda. This part did not. Yeah, there were not a lot of vines in the second part of the level. Maybe there should be another set of vines. It's funny because these plans are like not the plans that ended up being built, you know? The iteration process involves a lot of like throwing out ideas and putting things together. One thing I wanted to do for a while was a thing where you slid under a thing. And I did, you know what I did do in the latest iteration of this level? Let me show you this real fast. In the latest iteration of this level, while it's not no longer the mandatory or like the only way to do things, you can totally slide under here to get the 30 and to get under that those piranha plants. You don't draw, Aoki? Let me see. Let me sketch up real fast. Maybe another idea. Okay, so you fall down, right? You fall down. What happens after you fall down? And by the way, there's no more snake blocks available, so it can't be snake blocks. Guy with a snowball there. How about just two? You know what? Even better, 3 guys with the snowballs. Just like one after each other. and like a big wall of spikes on the other side. You just have to get by them. That's it. That's decent enough plans. I kind of like that. Maybe not like that. Maybe they're like spaced up enough so that they won't kill themselves with their own snowballs. And then the pipe right there. Vertically, there might not be enough room for that. Maybe more like this, actually. Okay, that's a little bit of sketcherooing. How do you like that? Is that a nice, interesting diversion? I have this whole document cam, but don't usually spend that much time making before we get into viewer levels, which, by the way, let's get into them. Folks, it's time for viewer levels. Let me go ahead and get the first one up. First one is by Ace Dragon Aoki, who is here a minute ago talking about, yeah, definitely was talking about the sketching. So yeah, I think that is here. Perfect. Let me say, by the way, for those who are wondering, those that those who haven't been here before, and or those who don't know how we do things. Let me tell you how we do things. If you're here when your level comes up, I be at the full time of day. The full time of day, which outside the lightning round means outside of the lightning round means 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. If you aren't here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, which means I only get 2 tries on the level, refreshing at checkpoints. Hey, River Lotus, how you doing? River Lotus followed the last stream as the Ocarina of Time stream. I also should say, Nordy Gaming also followed between that stream and this stream. Nordy Gaming was one of the people I was playing with on that Overwatch stream over on Risky Chris Peace channel. All of us, bunch of us playing were streamers, so, you know, it's good to support each other and shit. Thank you for the compliment, River Lotus. Is this Bowser from Sonic? Asks, never gonna give you up. That's not it. I'm gonna go back to the couch. Let's get in on this level. We'll have 15 minutes to do it. Hopefully it's not too hard. Let's go. All right. Like I said, I'm planning on finishing that level sometime this weekend. As you can see, there's not that much left to do, and it's been a long time in the making. So I'm ready to get on to the next level. This whole world, by the way, is space themed. That's why Galaxy music played in it. That's why Mario Galaxy music played during it. Welcome to Gizmo Land. Looks like Bowser and his troops have been here. Let's see it. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Nice theming. Grab a drink. Nice setup, very clean. Damn. This sounds like music. I don't... I don't know the music off the top of my head, but it sounds really good. Is the audio good, by the way? Can you guys hear me just fine? Hey, Droop Man. Oh, it's Toad's Factory from Mario Kart Wii. Nice, okay. Is that one that's in Deluxe yet? Maybe maybe that one will be added to Deluxe in like one of the DLC packs. This is Ace Dragon Aoki's level. You can also see at the bottom of the screen. code and the name of the submitter at any given time. Really fucking cool level. Very, very atmospheric. The music was extraordinarily well done. And these treadmills, they're cool. That's really good. Done a great job there. It's not in deluxe. It's just a really cool factory themed song. Gotcha. Thank you for the level. That was indeed not very hard at all. Let's see. Easy. Yeah. Okay, but seriously, you gotta do. Wow, that's more positive, I think. Do. Thank you for the level. Very nice. Go ahead and get that timer down. And let's go ahead and see the next level. The next level is by Miles Play. Miles Play, if you're... Miles Play says, yes, good, okay. Again, like I said earlier, if you are here, I give your level the full time of day. If you're not, I still play the level, but it's it's sudden death. Nearly sudden death, so I only get so many lives. 2, refreshing on checkpoints. Which, is fun, and also a good compromise between... There's also a good compromise between focusing on those who are here versus those who are away. Let's do it. I think that had like a 4% clear rate, so pretty reasonable. It's gonna be pretty good. G. Ooh. Looks like we got a nice Kaizo light thing to me. Just follow the indicators. What? I think I screwed that up. Hey, Paul, it's been a minute. How you doing? Am I supposed to, like... Oh. There we go. I was wondering if I was supposed... Whoa! Nearly got to the checkpoint. You're doing well? That's fantastic. Third. Oop. I forgot the thing. Okay. So yeah, I've been playing more randomizers actually. Fuck! Been playing a few more randomizers off stream, just trying to get my head around them. Also, it turns out randomizers are just great podcast fodder. Am I playing Mario right now? I am, that's right. We are. Let me check, make sure. I did set the title and the information as such, right? Yes, everything looks good on that front. Been playing a bunch of Chrono Trigger randomizers since the first time I played it. I was pretty... I didn't set it up right, so I ended up with a pretty frustrating... It doesn't look like I'm playing? Your arms look separated. No, they're connected. If what you're saying is that the stream is frozen, I can have a look. As far as I know, we're good though. If ever there is such an issue, please let me know. Checkpoint, hell yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, this is a shell jump. Is there any way to cheese this shell jump? It looks like you're just chilling on the couch. That is what I'm doing, that's right. Okay, we just have to get through the shell jump, and then I'm sure the rest of the level is not that hard. Oh! Okay, look, it took like 3 tries. Cheese? I wonder if there is cheese. What if... I can switch this on, and can I use this to like jump up there? No. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Cheese confirmed. No cheese. No cheese. It's normal. You have to do it right. No cheese indeed. Anyway, I've been playing Minish Cap Randomizer. That seems really good. It turns out the key is, in Minish Cap Randomizer, there's a mode where, if you know Minish Cap, there's a lot of, like, kinstone fusions, right? Well, there's a mode that just starts off with all of them, like, already completed. You know, already set up. And it's just a really good mode you can just get into, and, once you go into that mode, and, all you're doing is, like, there's just a million checks that... Shit. There's a million places to check that are just open already, like, you know, just random bushes that have holes in them, and you can go in and do a thing. Random beanstalks that are all around, and it's really nice. It gives you a lot of places to check, and really gets the ball rolling on like, the randomization. Wish I had played it that way the first time. It turns out that it defaults to a bad option, which is, like, a mode where, you know, the kinstones don't start that way. So, really gotta watch out. If you ever are interested in trying out Minish Cap Randomizer, you gotta start off with open kinstone mode. It's just really good. That'll be one of the randomizers we do when we do randomizer roulettes, which will be like an extra life thing whenever. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Ah! Okay, we just have to book it once we get past it. Ah ha ha! We twice in a row. Fuck yeah. Read the things. Ah! Ah! Oh, fuck! Oh! Ah! Only took 2 shell jumps to do it. I feel good. Thank you for the level. That was lovely. Yeah, clean as fuck. Get that timer down. Let's get the next level going. Thank you for the level. Miles play. It was quite nice. I'm gonna hit complete. I'm gonna hit next. I'm thinking, I want to try out Chrono Trigger, and I kind of want to do it on stream, though I have been thinking recently it might be better to, like, pre-screen randomizers a little bit, and maybe play a little bit off-stream to really get like, get like, the settings that I like, and figure out if I like them at all. But I am thinking about trying that one on stream. That would be, like, tomorrow, maybe? Maybe, like, a afternoon stream, like 1 p.m. or something. I've been waking up at my sleep schedule is better than it's ever been. I've been going to sleep around 1 a.m. and waking up around, like, you know, the morning. It is as normal as I've been in a while, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. And maybe, instead of sleeping until like 3 p.m. tomorrow, I'll sleep until like 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. and have a stream middle of the day before doing some other stuff. Would that be nice? Would y'all be into that? Would anyone like to see Chrono Trigger or something? Maybe I could also do Minish Cap randomizer. That'd be fun. And like I said, I've been messing around with that, and I think it is actually really good. I think I just had bad settings the first time I tried it. Lord Bowser, go ahead and confirm. Let me see if Lord Bowser has said anything in a minute. No, but Lord Bowser is typically good for it. I trust you, Lord Bowser. I'm going to go ahead and punch this in. When you see it, go ahead and say it. Meantime, why don't I pull up a card? I got these cards that have things I want to talk about on it. I'll pull them out occasionally. Bowser's here. Did you hear about Wiglet? hot new Pokemon. It's like a Diglett, except it's basically a garden eel, which is like a funny little eel that anchors itself in like the dirt and goes like this. It is a really neat Pokemon. Sort of looks a lot like a Diglett, except that it is white. It is Wiglet. Now there is something about that name that makes you go like, that kind of sounds like, I don't know about you, but that makes me think of like the white variants of certain slurs, which are just weird. And I don't know what to make of that, but like, okay, you know what? That's the name of the Pokemon. We're just gonna have to get used to it. It's Wiglet. And I think it's a really good looking Pokemon too. You giving me the code? It looks like a PP. Oh, I don't know about that. If any, it's too white to be a PP. It's like an albino. It's like shockingly white. Not even. That to me does not say. Also, no hood. No hood, no helmet, no. Just a tube. No, I don't think so. G and what is that emoji of? Oh, it's a little. Oh, it's one of the psychic evolution. What is that? Esperion? Is that it? Esperion? No, that Esperion? Maybe it's Esperion. Espeon? Espeon. That sounds better. Just choose one then, yeah? Let's choose JLZL's Ghost House. Let's go. Go ahead and put some time on the timer. Let's get rolling. JZL's Ghost House. Oh, okay. That vine, if it went up, probably would have led somewhere good, huh? Ah well. Let's just play the level. He doesn't know who JZL is. You know what? I do not. I'll say I'm not like the biggest knower of YouTube people. You know, I'm one of those people where whenever there's a big scandal of like a YouTuber, I'm like, oh, this is the first time I've heard about these people. Like when there was that scandal the other day about the Try Guys. Did y'all know about the Try Guys before that scandal happened? Whatever that thing was? I can't even tell you what the scandal was anymore. Because I saw that and I was like, okay. I have no idea who these people are. And not to say that's, you know, a bad thing. Everyone's off doing their own stuff. I'm sure it's a gaming YouTuber. Gaming YouTube channel. I'm sure, you know, with a lot of these places, possibly, if I knew them, I would like them. But I don't know. Nice. We got through pretty nice and easy.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Thank you for the level, Lord Bowser. JZL. Is that like? I don't know the last name of the rapper Jay-Z. Is it the rapper Jay-Z? JZL? No, wait, no, it wouldn't be it would be Jay-Z Gaming if it was the rapper. No, it wouldn't be JZL Gamer. That's just not good branding. Hey, Pixel Gaming. GG's indeed. Let me pull down the timer. Pull up the next level. By the way, y'all, let me say, feel free to put in another level after I finish yours. That is all right, and you know, until such time as the queue is closed, you know, get them in, and I will do them. And as I will say, I have had a perfect track record up to this point of finishing every level in a night that we get in the queue. And thanks in part to the lightning round, which, you know, makes even the hardest level go by pretty quickly at the end. You're stopping that? like I said, let me say, we get through or we give up. So we either, we either beat it or we spend 15 minutes and then 5 last tries on it. Is how it works. Droopman said GG, so Droopman is here. Let's go ahead and do this. During the lightning round, which happens towards the end of every Mario Maker stream, it's a mode where in the last hour or so, maybe after an hour into the stream, I switch over to the lightning round where I only get 5 tries refreshing at checkpoints from the start, from the very start of each level, which is fun and challenging and thrilling, and also it's 7 for subs. You did mention that you beat your first FNAF fan game today. Oh, beat! I thought you said I saw that during the starting soon screen, Pixel Gaming. I thought you meant that you made a fan game. I see you completed one, as in beat it to completion. Gotcha. Let's go, Larry's Castle. I gotcha. I gotcha now. Misunderstanding cleared up. 15 minutes on the clock, let's go. 10% clear rate, though. Feeling pretty good. The only thing you didn't do is 520 mode. What is 520? Like May 20th? Or is that like eyesight? Like, eyesight is 2020. Kind of a bad eyesight would be 520. Groups would like to borrow an idea. I'm sorry. Bowser would like to borrow an idea from Droops. Nice. Droops, are you cool with that? Oops. Fuck. I should have jumped up to the other one. It's fine though. Not in the lightning round yet, so not a ton of stakes yet. Oh. Ah, shit.
Oh, no.
All the characters are on 20 difficulty. Okay, gotcha. I say that, but I'm the meme that's like, I get it. I understand now. Understands nothing. Pointing at me. Understands nothing. I don't know what 20 difficulty means. I assume it means something. That's as far as I get. Good snake block level. It's it's kind of scary, kind of thrilling, and like works well as a platform level. And I don't feel like I'm too uninvolved with it. I'm doing stuff. Okay. Not sure if that was the intended way to do it, but it worked. Hawk. Okay, good. Perfect. Alright. This whole level has been without checkpoints. Good thing those hitboxes are smaller than they appear. No checkpoints in this whole level. Well, okay, shit. We gotta kill this guy and not die. It's extremely important. Could not be more important right now. Ew. I don't like that. This is a fairly good boss though. I like the deal with the fishies in addition to the Koopa Bro. That's a little bit challenging. At least there's a very, very save point at the very top. Look at that, we got through. Thank you for the level. It was quite nice. A little bit long to not have a checkpoint, but it's fun. Well put together. And I was able to get through it. I'm really glad on like the second or third try. It's good. All right, let's hit complete. Thank you, Droop Man. Next level is by Pixel Gaming. Pixel Gaming, go ahead and confirm. Yep. All right. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. This has been a very good turnout today. I will say, since I implemented this new queue, I haven't gotten over 10 levels in the queue at any given point yet. So right now, it's untested what happens when the level counter goes to like 11 or 10 and suddenly has 2 digits in left of the slash. It could be that the 99 puts pushed out of the box, the little box there, the little gray box. In which case, I would have to probably do some tweaking to make it look right. But so far, yeah, I haven't actually been able to put that into practice. Turns out, the way that the thing works is I can't exactly test it with fake data. I can only use real people and real levels. So a little bit funny. We've had a lot of levels here tonight, folks. I think is what I'm saying. Okay. This seems like... Is this a... Well... Okay, I think this is a puzzle level. Trying to get through... Trying to get through... Once I got... Okay. Ah! Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. This is an efficient guide. It says never gonna give you up. Yeah, we gotta jump, and we gotta get lucky, and we gotta get past those springs. Window of opportunity. Ah! Okay, yeah, there's more to the level. Okay. Oh, buddy. If I, mash as fast as I can, it doesn't seem to consistently go up or down. Crouch jump? Ooh, thank you for the tip. Oh, it doesn't. It only works half the time. Well, it works better. Works some of the time. Works some of the time. No! Wait a minute. Okay. I thought that was gonna be good for a second. Oh. How am I enjoying the collaboration with, at least it isn't a soft lock, that's true. With Chemist, it's chaotic and trolly. I imagine that's what you were going for, right? Maybe I can use those duck jumps now. Yeah, duck jumps help out getting through that first section as well. We gotta hold left. Wait. Oh, I guess... Oh, I guess you couldn't get through the door, even by... I thought that the donut block was set up where you could get through it, but you can't. That's not it. That's not the thing. Okay. Figuring it out, folks. Alright. Yep. Come on. So what's up with y'all? It's nice that you can't really predict like when they'll switch over. It's kind of semi-chaotic. Also, this one... No. Damn it. Okay. Oh, jeez, that looked really good, except it double switched on me. Woo! Hey, how about a card? How about a little card for me to discuss? Did you hear about Stadia's death? Google Stadia, that's right, has officially died. A little bit ahead of schedule, you know, a little early. Apparently, there's a standard as far as Google products go. They die after 4 years. This died after, I think, 3 years. So it's a little fast, Stadia. Turns out no one likes it. It wasn't very successful, and as a product, it's dead. As a service or something that can sell on to other people, it'll continue on living, so whatever. It's not like their time was wasted. Hey, Droop Man. Come on. But, you know, I'll say it's not exactly surprising news, is it? The death of Stadia. When you hear the Stadia died, didn't you go like, wasn't dead already? I feel like that was my reaction when I saw that. I know what they were thinking with Stadia. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that people have been circulating around, like from the original reveal press conference where there was like a setup. There was like a bunch of stands and like displays of like the Power Glove, the Dreamcast, and other such failures of the gaming history, like E.T. And it was put up in such a manner where it looked like they didn't realize that they had been given a bunch of failures. They had labeled it like, oh, if you build it, they will come. It's like, wait, guys, those are like infamous failures you put the Stadia with, and sure enough, it earned its place in that lineup. Or like, what else was there? There was a clip where, like, on its first reveal, the guy came up and as if in a Apple keynote, he comes up and says, "Hey guys, so I'm not really that much of a gamer," which, like, okay, I believe you as the guy who's in charge of Stadia. That kind of shows that you don't understand the product. Or, like, the market, or what people want. And I'll say, just, like, relatively speaking, even, like, the cloud solutions that I think are more poised to be successful, like Xbox's cloud setup, which Xbox, you know, Xbox has Game Pass already, so you know you can just stream those games, and you don't have to do something as stupid as something as like half-baked as selling stream games that you have to stream then, like Stadia was doing. And even them, they haven't gotten it working. What's the best theme in Mario Maker? That's a tricky question. We'll table that for a bit, Droop Man. I wanna get in the editor and look at the themes real fast to go through it. And a follow-up question, Droop Man: are we talking in the original 4 styles, or are we including the slightly different themes that are in 3D World? Like, Toy Box is a pretty good theme. I don't know if it's like the best one, but I'd probably say of 3D Worlds, maybe Toy Box is the most unique and cool. You like the snow theme? Snow theme's great, yeah. Geez, I've been stuck in this on-off for like half the time of this of the timer, huh? Fuck yes. Okay, what we need to do here is we need to... Okay. They wasted their money on like exclusives or something, and they didn't hire the right people. Yeah, that's the Google story as far as gaming is concerned. Also the Amazon story as well. We need to get up to the point where it diverges and then go left. Oh, shit! We have 65 seconds, folks. Cool. Well, there's a checkpoint, like, right in sight, so maybe we'll get to it. God, jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. No! God, we were so close to that checkpoint, huh? 14 seconds, dude. By the way, once 5 last tries starts, a timeout of 500 seconds, that counts as all 5 tries, if that were to happen. Please do not get confused. Jeez, that looked like it's gonna be the first. Alright. Damn it. Anyway, what other themes are good? I guess there is some question about, like, one of the sub-questions of that would be, like, what are the best nighttime modes? Because that is a big part of each theme. Each theme has a different, nighttime effect. Let's see, what are they? The nighttime effects are upside down for caves, weird for plane, low gravity but for enemies on the airships. Low gravity for enemies on space on the airships. Poison on forest. There's a couple others, but uh, like wind on deserts and slippery on snow. I think airship might be a good answer, just because the low gravity enemies is like really useful for level making. You can make some really cool like different stuff without actually affecting Mario's gameplay by making use of that. Look at, don't jinx it by saying look at it. But we are making good time this time. Mostly. We're at the very least past the first part. And we're now doing tries on the second part? Second, third, etc. part. Dang it. You have made one hell of a stage here. Pixel gaming. Mash. Come on. I think. Make me go up, please. It's fun how you're so reliant on timing, but also the timing's so random that... Oh, shit. Wow. Timer's up. 5 last tries, and if we time out, that's all of them. Damn it! Fuck! Alright. You really like the nighttime jungle and snow? Yeah. Slippery. Ice physics are useful, and also the lava, the goo, the ooze, makes forests more dangerous than they otherwise are, because, you know, you can't have bottomless pits on a forest without the lava, without the goo effect. Also, it's cool in the forest that it's a pipe world, that it's pipes in Super Mario Bros. 3. That's very cool. You've sure made a hell of an annoying level. No! Fuck. Ice sucks, troops. Poison is cool. I think ice can be used and to make a really difficult, annoying level. Honestly, I do think in general, like any of the nighttime archetypes can be put to good use. You can make interesting upside down levels. Even low gravity can be put to good use. I've seen a few such levels before in my time. I'm a big supporter of getting... Fuck. Of always getting... I'm a big believer that, Oh, no! That's what I get trying to, like, slingshot off the springs. Okay, we're safe, we're good. That was some comeuppance. What was I saying? I'm a big believer that, like, any element in the game can be put to good use. You just have to figure out, like, how you can do it. You know, it's some pieces, some elements, some themes, some gimmicks are harder than others to make work, but they can be made to work. I always will say it's fuck worth doing. You know, I'm personally just always trying to do things, and in my super world, I've, you know, paid a lot of attention to, like, okay, I haven't used this type of thing. I haven't used Lakitus. I'm going to have to make a level that centers them heavily and uses them a good bit. And I've now done that, so Lakitus are checked off my list. I've also now done a bunch of slope stuff in there, and that level also has a bunch of stuff, you know? And that's important to me to figure out, like, how I'm gonna... No! That was fucking close. Important to me to figure out, like, how to do this stuff long term. And by the way, like I said, timeout counts for all our tries. So don't you worry too much. I time out, that'll be the end of it. And if we get to the checkpoint, I'll die and we'll start with a fresh timer. But that's if I get to the checkpoint. At this point, it does look a little tight, doesn't it? Okay. Up here again. Oh no. Damn it. I was up there too. Okay. This kind of looks like the last chance. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. Thank you for the level. That counts for all of our tries, unfortunately. Thank you. Thank you, Pixel Gaming. Let's see the next stage. We couldn't do that one. The next stage is by Never Gonna Give You Up, who just said fun. So, is present, is good, alright. BKB. What time is it, by the way? We've been at this for around an hour. After this next level, we'll be going into the lightning round. So, after that, I will only be doing 5 tries per level, 7 for subs, and that is all refreshing at checkpoints. So it'll be a little bit of a challenge part of the stream. It's how I end every stream, and you know, you won't have to worry about levels like that after the lightning round starts. It sort of sorts all that out. Even if you want, I'll say, if you want to resubmit that, we'd be doing lightning round for it, so it'd go quicker. Anyway, let's do 1v. Okay, let me go get that. Find that one for us. You said 1v? Ah. Alright. And by the way, let me say, I'll say again, I'll say always, even if we can't beat a level in the lightning round, doesn't mean we can't play it again. Don't take... You know, I want to be clear, like, me playing a level in the lightning round does not waste it or anything. You can just relax and let me play it. Does that make sense? Shit. How do I hit that guy? Maybe I don't, I just go into the pipe. He's now free of his cage. Okay. Fuck.
Oh no!
Yes, I saw the red pipe. That's right. Gotta wait until the lava recedes to go into the pipe. There we go. I think let's fight him head on. Well, let me first get a fire flower. Important. Ooh. Guys. Wait. Can he survive in the lava? Oh, I don't think this is a boss fight. I think this is a lava climb. I think I have to escape the lava. And slowly climb up as many ways as I can. I think we're well ahead of the lava, though. Morton or Roy? Gotcha. Checkpoint. Nice. How's it going? It's going well, Flux Cap. How's it going with you? Okay, now I think we gotta fight him. Now I think we gotta fight him. Kinda... a spot that's hard to hit. Well, maybe we don't have to fight him. We just have to carry on and go to the right. And we can tell with the indicator where the lava level is. Helpful. Okay, here's the final fight with him through this door. Okay, we're figuring it out. It's interesting having the boss be a major part of the level before he actually appears. I say before he actually appears. Before you can actually fight him. It's a little confusing, but it's not that hard to figure out. You know, once you figure out it's literally possible to kill him, then you probably deduce the rest from there. Was there a checkpoint? I hope there was a checkpoint. Woohoo! That looks. Oh God! There's another one. And it's a boss, not a lava climb. Okay, you know what? We just gotta relax. This guy don't have no wings, so just fuck.
Oh no!
It's fine. It's fine. There's probably a checkpoint. Oh yeah, just before the. Okay. You know what? This is perfectly fine starting point. We'll do it. Thank you for the level, Flux Cap. I appreciate it. I wonder if you kill any of these guys early, if they were to give you a, if they would give you a key. It'd be neat if so. I guess it's cool that with this checkpoint, you can always get a level 2 power-up. You could get a fire flower for this fight. Whereas in some levels where the checkpoint is right before the fight, it's not possible. Okay, it's gonna be best if we can get in there and hit him before he jumps, because that's really fucking annoying.
Oh, no.
Okay. Nice Eevee emote. Alright, third time's the charm. By the way, I'll say again, after this level, we'll be going into the lightning round. Look forward to it. Good time with the stream. You know what? I'm gonna throw myself into lava, get my mushroom back. I want to go into that fight with Fire Flower. And, you know, we're not doing the lightning round now, so I can just do that freely without worrying. Made a mistake multiple times. Okay. I'm gonna get that mushroom again. It's going good. There's been a lot of good levels. One troll level, which was very annoying, but hey. You know, I do think it was at least funny. And I'll say that, by the way, of troll levels. Since becoming a streamer, I have been somewhat of a surprising troll level defender, question mark? Oh, fuck. You know what, we'll just give it our best. Cock! I should... Perfect, okay. I have become somewhat of a troll level defender because at least they're funny. Right? Ah, god damn it. They're funny. And it's silly. And, you know, there's at least some puzzle solving often involved with them. Where you have to figure out, like, what the fuck does this level want me to do? How the fuck does this level want me to do it? And all that stuff is fun to deduce. I give those levels begrudging disrespect. I'm gonna pull up another card. A moment of silence for Overwatch 1. Overwatch 1 is ending. Moment of silence for it.
Oh no!
Yeah. All the updates they did to Overwatch 1, I don't know. I'll say, looking back, there's definitely ones that are good. You know, like, oh, like Torb's rework, for instance. That is a fantastic rework. You know, actually, I don't actually want Torbjorn's rework to ever be rolled back. Or like, you know, if they were to do a classic mode, I don't know if I would be into it. Or like a classic Overwatch. I don't know if original Torb would be good in it. But like original Mercy probably would be fun. And a lot of other heroes also would be good. God damn it. Are you only streaming on Twitch? How do you mean? Is there a YouTube stream happening as well? YouTube is only VODs. YouTube is only VODs. For YouTube, as an affiliate, Twitch's terms of service preclude me from doing YouTube streams at the same time as Twitch streams. But that's why. I would honestly be interested in that. Should they ever like, you know, loosen up that restriction, because obviously, you know, I could probably find a new audience if I were to do YouTube streams in addition to Twitch ones, right? Quite possibly. You know, it's just a good idea to diversify and shit. You know some streamers who do both at once? As far as I know, you can't be an affiliate or a partner and do that unless you're breaking your terms of service. Well, actually, I don't know about partners, but I assume they have the same deal as affiliates do on that front.
Oh no!
But if you're not an affiliate, so in which case you can't make money, I guess you'd be free to do both at once. I do know of YouTube. It's much harder to get into monetization on YouTube. Apparently, to like get into the monetization at all, you need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is the equivalent of 1,000 followers, which, you know, even on Twitch, I'm not there yet, so, you know, unless a YouTube follower comes easier than a Twitch follower, and that's part of the metric, it's like a much higher hurdle than over here on Twitch. I do put the VODs up. I've been doing that recently. I've been putting them up in chronological order. So I'm not up to present yet, actually. I've only just put up, like, streams from, like, a month ago, actually. The last stream I put up was the Big Payout Celebrate Fest at the end of July. So, Slowly working my way up the present. It'll be sometime soon, I'm sure, that I finish that out and get like up to present. At which point I'll just be posting my own VODs. There is one limitation on Twitch VODs on YouTube, which is that they need to be, if you're an affiliate or above, or a partner, it has to be after a 24-hour delay before the VOD goes up on YouTube. But I will be putting that shit up. Putting that shit up going forward. We beat the boss, but there's another checkpoint, another fight. Oh, hang on. I think this is just the challenge room. What is this? Joke? Okay. What is... What? What? Huh? Survival. I'm gonna say survival.
Oh no!
Not doing the survival. How long have you been streaming? Yeah, around an hour and a half now. On Fridays, my streams start around 6 p.m. and they go on for around 2 hours and change. A little more than that, usually, actually. Shorter streams on Fridays. On other days, I tend to do around 9 p.m. Central to really late nights, actually. Like 4 or 5 hour streams, normally. In fact, I can show the schedule right now. Look at that. But GTA Replay is being put on hold for a bit for another game, which we will find out what game that is on Monday. It is a spooky game since it's October. Oh, I see what you mean, River Lotus. How long have I been streaming? Since last November. Last November is when I started. Early on last November, yeah, I got a capture card. And soon after that, I started doing streams. Mario Maker as my main thing. It's funny in retrospect because the first couple streams, I was just going in being like, yeah, I'll just stream some making. I'll just stream myself making Mario Maker levels because I'm, you know, my levels are quite good and maybe the creative process would be interesting. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, I don't have an audience. Maybe I should start with, you know, playing viewer levels instead, and that turned out to be much more of I want to say a crowd pleaser. I'll say a crowd pleaser. That's what I'll say. That turned out to be much more like lucrative. I feel like it's weird to say lucrative, but it turned out to be much more feasible. I'll say feasible. And people started showing up before long. Got here to where we are now. Folks, lightning round is up next after this level. We just got in under the 15-minute timer. Very nice level. Challenging, but fun. And I'll say it's, you know, that's a fair level. It's challenging in a good way, that one. Time for the lightning round. Check this shit out, by the way. If you've never been here, you'll like this shit. Oh, hang on. Lightning round, folks. That's right, it's time for the lightning round. Folks, during the lightning round, I only have 5 tries to beat each level. 5 tries to beat each level, refreshing at checkpoints, and 7 for subs. And the subheads are represented by additional heads, which you can see. That's not the right hotkey. I have a super world, by the way. That's the super world thing. Are we able to add during the lightning round? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. During the lightning round, there's additional heads. And also, if you're a subscriber, you can get extra heads that are represented by things such as Bowser's or Mario's, extra Mario's. There's Toads. There's Yoshi's and even some stuff that is not from Mario, but they are 1/5 as likely to show up as anything else. Mario the Donkey Kong heads, or like there's some Mega Man heads in there. See if I can land on the Simpsons. Nah, I can't land on the Simpsons. That'd be too much to ask. Anyway, extra heads for subscribers available. Very nice. Before we get started, I'd like to just talk a little bit about. Oh wait, did we finished that level, right? So I need to do complete, right? Yeah, complete. There we go. Thank you for the level. Never gonna give you up. And like I said before, you can resubmit levels. You can submit ones before, ones that haven't been beaten yet. You can do whatever you want going into this last segment, which will go until like 8:30 or so. Typically. Anyway, I'm now almost finished with this level here. Cold Ice Comet will be followed up by, I don't have a name for it yet, Meteor. I need to think of a good desert word that goes with meteor. Meteor Mirage kind of works, or Mirage Meteor, but I don't know. I don't know if that's good. And I really like Aquatic Asteroid, so I'd really like to not have to make this one the asteroid level. But, maybe we'll have to have it be like Arid Asteroid or something. I'm sure I could think of something better than Arid Asteroid, actually. Let me show what I got for this. Did I save my level? Let me see. Let me show what I got for the remainder of this world that I really haven't spent much time with in a good bit, because I've been looking at other stuff, working on this level for a while. I basically have, you know what I'll say? I basically have no ideas for this one yet. My basic idea right now is like, oh, what if this was a traditional level where you had to do like a...
Oh no!
Get that out of the way. What if this was like a semi-traditional level, but you had to do like a thing where you put a shell into a thing, and then it works kind of like this. That's my basic idea so far. Also, maybe something like this, where you hit a shell, and a bunch of shells get fired out of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Other than that, I have no ideas yet for this level. Other than maybe invisible blocks. I haven't used hidden blocks yet. Maybe doing hidden blocks would be good. Is your super world done or a work in progress? It's a work in progress. Let me pull up the thing I showed earlier. It is a traditional DKC-inspired super world. I have done 31 out of 40 levels, 6 out of 8 worlds. I'm on the 7th world now, and the 32nd level. The one I showed earlier, Cold Ice Comet, is nearly done, and I think that'll be done tomorrow. For this one, Aquatic Asteroid, here's the idea behind this one. Actually, I don't think there's anything here that's built. It's sort of based on an earlier level I did, where it's sort of in the same genre of an earlier level, one of my most popular levels, Farron Floodway. Someone was asking earlier what my best level was, this Farron Floodway is a contender for that crown, I do think. In Farron Floodway, I set it up. This is a level sort of inspired by Donkey Kong Country 2 Lockjaw's Locker, in that it has a trigger-based water level. You see here, you go into the underworld, and then the water level starts rising. And if you look, you can see the next area from the area you're in, so it is as if you are just, continuing in a contiguous area, and then the water level rises and falls around you, and you have to deal with it. Sort of similar to Lockjaw's Locker, hence the inspiration. You see here, you go into the pipe, you pop out the other side, and there you are. Go ahead and and collect these coins as it falls. And Aquatic Asteroid will be sort of based on that idea, but the subworld's going to be vertical instead of horizontal, so you'll be swimming upwards rather than sideways, and also the water level will be filling in and like going down as you go from vertical to horizontal to vertical to horizontal a couple times. I guess you can only do that twice because of the limitations of a vertical subworld, but that'll be enough, I think, to be really cool. The last one I have planned for this last world is Ne'er-Do Nebula. That'll be the last one. And you accidentally did something dumb, Droop Man? So this level will have a first area where you'll run into a bunch of Koopa Bros, and you'll be able to jump on them once and they'll kill them immediately. So they'll be sort of be Koopa Bros, but as casual enemies, which I think will be fitting for the penultimate, for the like final level. Then you'll go into a boss fight after a checkpoint, where basically you'll have to go over Bowser, go to one side, hit an on-off, drop, and then go back and forth a couple times. Then there'll be a checkpoint, and this checkpoint is pretty neat because when you spawn from the checkpoint, another Bowser will spawn. Another Bowser will spawn, and it'll be as if it is the same Bowser, except that it's not. Anyway, the final part, so basically that's my way of doing a boss fight that actually has a checkpoint in the middle of it, which I think is rad. It's gonna be super handy and nice. And then there'll be a part where you have to, like, hit shells into the guy or something. I do realize now that will take, like, that would take more than 3 shells. Maybe, like, I think it would take, like, 10 shells. That's probably too many, so I need to figure out how to make that a little faster. Oh, shit. The balloons have been here that whole time. Sorry. My bad. I forgot about my balloons. I forgot about my balloon promo. Anyway, this is all very early, but I have a lot of ideas for it. And I think it's going to be a pretty cool penultimate boss level. Though, technically, it's not the last world. The last world is the 8th world, which is called Bonus Biome, which is, I think, very funny as a title for a bonus world. It'll have Sunburned Sanctuary, Ripsaw Rainbow, Pokey Pressure, tentative name there, Dimlit Derelict, and the final level will be Playtime Palace. Pretty good names, I do think. And after that all gets done, that'll probably be sometime next year at the rate I'm going. After it gets done, I'll totally do like a full playthrough of the Super World, and that'll be a whole big stream. And you know, I'll put up a trailer as well, and hopefully IGN and Kotaku and Polygon will write articles about it, about how good it is. Like they did with Super Mario Bros. 5. That would be very nice. Maybe I should call it something that gets their attention. I don't know. My only plan was to just call it like Master DS World, which is what it's called in game. But I guess unofficially, you could call it like Super Mario Country or something. I don't know. Super Mario Country 2. I'll workshop it, and we'll try to get the attention of Kotaku, or whatever the fuck. I'm kidding around, of course. I'm just joking off. I'm just riffing off the thing the other day where there was a super world that got some press attention, which was really interesting. Mojave Meteor? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Fluxcap. That's pretty good. My level names so far haven't referenced, like, actual physical places in the world. Like, the Mojave is an actual region in... I don't actually know where that is. That's in America, right? That's, like in the desert. It's some desert, the Mojave Desert. That's, like, maybe where the Grand Canyon is? Question mark? I don't know. That's a pretty good name, though. California, that's right. Anyway, that's enough looking forward and what will follow the Cold Ice Comet. Let's figure out now what the next level is and play it. Lord Bowser's level is up next. Let me switch to this larger bar. Bowser, if you would, please confirm. And by the way, let me just... Meantime, why don't I look and see what other levels would be among the top ones. There's a lot of levels in my Super World that I really love and are really great. The first one that I ever did in the Super World, which was Crumble Rumble, that one's phenomenal. I think that Return of the Wayward Spiny, the last one I did before a year-long hiatus, that one is really good as well. Phenomenal level, that one. Wrecking Ball Hall is pretty fucking good. Fair and Floodway, like I said, that's one of the ones that has cleared 1,000 likes. Fair and Floodway is fantastic. Zero G Refinery, that one's a triumph just in terms of design. And just in terms of, like, making a hard-to-use theme work. And the most popular level I've ever done is Extendo Slam Jam, which is the first 3D World level I ever did. At 1,765 likes. You know what? Before we do Lord Bowser, I'll do it. Let me show you Zero G Refinery, which is definitely up there for like my top levels that I've ever done, because this one has a really fucking good. So for this one, I was working on it and trying to make a low gravity level, and I was very successful in that. So basically, what I did was this level uses a lot of low ceilings, which typically is a liability in a level. But in combination with low gravity, it really makes it so that the jumps are sped up a good deal, and the platforming becomes a lot more snappy, despite the low gravity. The theming is also pretty elaborate, with like a whole industrial plant thing, and also a lot of like rainbow sludge going on, which I think is just rad as hell. Also, this is one of the levels that uses sliding, because one of the things I realized is that low gravity does not change sliding, so you can easily build your levels around sliding, even if they're low gravity. Makes sense. Here's another thing I realized, is that going under enemies could be interesting in low gravity. Like those moles, are just easier to go under than to go over, given the gravity. Here you can just go under and then over, but I screwed it up, but that's fine. Here there's a little secret. Go down here, and you can fly under. Slide, slide. Certainly, I think, like, this is one of the best as far as, like, taking a hard to use element and turning it into a good thing rather than a bad thing. In fact, this level was the first of a series that did that in a bunch of places, in a bunch of ways. Like after Zero G Refinery, I did Power Out Bout, Burberry Bounty. Actually, the first one is Blustery Blackwoods, actually, which was the first of the series, but Zero G Refinery is, I think, a little better than even Blustery Backwoods, which is a wind level. Look at this. Look at the theming here, by the way. Look at this fucking theming. It's, I'll just show this for a second. Look at the theming here in Blustery Backwoods. Again, these levels, I not only made them, themed them after, like, not only wanted to use hard-to-use things, I also wanted to make it look, like, thematically similar to the DKC levels I was inspired by. In this case, I was inspired by the Enchanted Woods levels from DKC 2. And you see the wind picks up. There's a lot of places where, you know, you see here, even if the wind is blowing, it can't blow you if you're standing across the thing. The wind can't blow you if you're on a vine, so, you know, vertical vines is sort of the focus of the level. Good shit. That's a very good design as well. And I'll show you just real quick. power-up bat, which is also really fucking good, really fucking clever. This one is basically the same idea as Blackout Basement, but with a couple more things. You see here, it's a dark level where the lights flicker on and off following a lightning strike. And the subworld, and the most of the level actually, unfolds as a platform level where you got a power block platform and you have to ride it. Doing this made it so that I could script the level and pace it very specifically so that you see the threats when the lights are on and you have to deal with them when the lights are off. Like here, Goombas are coming at you, the lights turn off, the Goombas get to you. Pretty fucking cool, huh? I would say, like, I think that is more fair and like well scripted than like even Blackout Basement, which can be a little chaotic if you're not too careful. Barnstorms, checking out Grand Gully 1 Mischief Mesa, very good, and Crumble Rumble. How many did you check out? A couple. Glad you're enjoying them. They're good levels. It's a good super world, and hopefully it'll be done, you know, soon enough. Yeah, I saw. Let's play that Lord Bowser one. That's enough talking about me and mine. I'll say honestly, when I started streaming, I'll tell you, one of my main goals was to promote my own super world. So if ever I start going on about it, that's kind of one of the reasons why, you know, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make $1 million on Twitch. Probably not. I don't know how many followers I'm ever going to get, but hey, way I figure, more people will check out my super world, and that's one of the things that I want to happen. I've always said, one of the things I have often said, has anyone ever inverted the colors on their Switch? I don't know. Droop Man. How do you mean? Do you mean like invert the Joy-Con colors? Or do you mean like invert the capture? I think I could add a filter that inverts the capture of the gameplay. I don't know why I would do that though. Also, I'm actually playing off the television because it has less delay than the capture screen. So it wouldn't affect me. It would just be weird for y'all if I inverted the colors. System settings. No, I have no idea about that. Lightning round. 5 tries on the board. Let's go. I spent like sorry about that long maker thing. Let's do this. Let's go.
Oh, no.
God damn it. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be good, and we're gonna be good at it. The underwater is orange when you have the colors inverted. Huh. That's interesting. Yes, it would be because blue is the opposite of orange. Let me see another. No, I still got more of these cards. Let me run through them. Did you hear about the Pokemon Scarlet Violet pre-order bonuses? This stuff came up like the other day. I say the other day. I saw this on Twitter this morning. Basically, apparently the pre-order bonuses in North America for Scarlet and Violet, a checkpoint that refreshes our tries, is berries. You get 5 in-game berries. I saw that and I thought it was very funny because that's like the least good pre-order bonus I've ever heard of. Literally just, oh shit. Literally just something you get for free anyway in the game. That's all you get. Ridiculous. It's not important though. Hey, you know, you don't need a pre-order bonus.
Oh, no.
You don't need a pre-order bonus. It's Pokemon. You know what it is, and you know you like it. 1-ups look like poison mushrooms when you invert the colors. Blue skies on this level with inverted colors. That is interesting. I bet it looks very weird. DP for double penetration. No, that's not it. It's for Time and Pearl. Dang it. Okay. We got this, though. We're fine. These levels, they're not that hard. It's just that I'm being a little unprecautious. Unprecautious? Not cautious enough. I'm being unsafe. Jump up here. Current level has been put forward by Lord Bowser. Gonna check out the themes with this. Nice. It's nice, Droop Man. A little bit of a bonus area you get there either by riding the platform or by jumping off the wall. That is a very orange castle. Thank you for the level, Bowser. Came out quite nice. Had fun. And yeah, it is sort of a sunset. That's the idea there. The orange is like sunset. The setting sun. Good shit. Let me hit complete, and we'll see the next level. You just put in the maker code, right? So, yeah, so let's just do exclamation point next. Droop Man is up. Droop Man is here. Let's keep rolling. What time is it? At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we'll close the queue. That'll be the time to stop and wind down. Lord Bowser, you're gonna head out. Gotcha. Thank you for coming by. That's right, I will see you on Monday. Monday is the next Mario Maker stream. Very good. Go ahead and do it. 5 tries, let's go.
Oh, no.
I got a little rushed when I heard the thing come in. Go under, though. That'll be safer than going over. A good thing about, like a pro tip, you can always keep in mind when it comes to Hammer Bros, is if you just don't stop for nothing, just run at them. They oftentimes won't have time to get their hammers out. Oh, I thought for a second this was like a Sonic stage with like multiple levels, but I guess not. This is the only way through. Above is nothing. Star. You don't see that many stars in levels these days. I say these days, or ever, I guess. That's neat though.
Oh, yeah.
Like to get a star occasionally. I have been thinking of my own levels, like, should I put a star in one of these? That would be like the traditional Mario thing to do, to have a couple stars throughout the game. It's just a very underused element. And, you know, especially because it would tend to devalue your own shit, right? Or make it easy to blow through. It takes bravery to make a level you can easily cheese, I think. So, I think stars are a good thing. Stick in there. Thank you for the level. Let's go on to Flux Cap. Flux Cap, go ahead and confirm. It makes it feel like a dev route when it totally isn't. Yeah, that's fair, right? I think if the level is like easy enough where it's not that hard. Flux Cap is here. Mario 1-1 has star. Yeah, I'll tell ya. I'm tempted to show you one of my levels that has a star, actually. I do have one level that has a star that's in a pretty cool location. I'll show it to you after Flux Cap's level, okay? After Flux Cap's level, remind me if you want to see that level with a star. If I don't remember. But first, Flux Cap is up. Let's do it. 5 tries on the board. Let's go. It's crossbow training. Eh? What? Oh. Okay, I thought I had to do something to kill those guys, but I just had to wait for the thing. Here we gotta shoot the things like in Ocarina of Time, Gerudo Valley. Looks like this might be somewhat optional. Like these coins, you definitely don't have to get those, and I don't think I'm actually doing anything as far as like switching them back and forth. Oh, maybe I am. Maybe if I didn't do it, the POW block would not arrive here on time. It would get waylaid, basically. Okay. I see how this works. And there's my horse. Very nice. Second target hit. I like the optional targets that are just mixed in here for fun, where you don't need to hit them, but you can if you want to. That's a pretty smart design. Even have some optional POW blocks. Oh, it's gonna be P block this time. Nice. So far, we gotten through on 1 try. Let's kill this boss, I guess. And finish this. Here, you gotta shoot. Fuck. So there's an infinite sword here, so that's good. Like the infinite sword glitch. Fuck. Okay. First try. A lot of... Let me pull up another card. Revolutions podcast. Again, I've been continuing to listen to the Revolutions podcast. I got through the Haitian Revolution, and now working on the Central American Wars of Independence. You know, when all those nations got independent. Wait. I'm just realizing something. I can totally cheese this. Look at this. Anyway, Haitian Revolution's really interesting, you know, first and one of the few times that slave civilization has had a slave revolt that has spawned a successful country. Well, successful, I guess, maybe is a little... They've had very rough go of it, Haiti in general, but, you know, they are very important. They are very, like, significant historically as far as, like, oh yeah, the second independent state in America. Oh, we're good? I think my favorite part, and by the way, Revolutions Podcast is a podcast for going over the history of the revolutions. I think my favorite anecdote from the Haitian Revolution is a time really late in the game where, like, Napoleon over in France has come to power, and it's looking like he wants to re-enslave the citizens of Haiti, and he sends over some some rules, then, you know, there's still kind of a colony of France at that point, saying like, hey, so you know how we had outlawed slavery and shit in recent years, right? Well, we've decided recently that the colonies will be ruled by special laws. And that was very much like, you know, there's no two ways you could take that, right? Special laws. That means slavery. And the guy who was in charge of Haiti, guy named Toussaint, basically looked at that and he actually did a smart thing with that. He said, oh, hey, special laws, you say? Well, look at this. I just wrote up some special laws. It's a new constitution for Haiti. Look at these special laws. That actually meets the criteria for special laws. I got them right here. You want to come and do something about it? And Napoleon, he wasn't into that. When Haiti was like, yeah, I got your special laws right here. Very, very funny bit. Very funny bit. It's interesting how much the Haitian Revolution just follows on from, like, you know, the French Revolution is basically a bunch of waves of different revolutionaries taking power and killing the people that were in charge before them, right? So in Haiti, a lot of the Haitian Revolution is just like follows the exploits of like the commission from one revolutionary group showing up and being like, hey, let's do it. And then like 6 months later, a boat coming in being like, you guys are out now. You gotta go back to France and get killed, actually. We're going to do it now, and we're gonna do it good. And we have decided that slavery is good again. And then like 6 months later, some new guys come in and like, you guys gotta get on the boat and go back to France and get killed. And we are here, and we know that slavery is bad, so slavery is now back off. And everything was just really confused for a while until Napoleon was like, slavery good, and Toussaint was like, nope. And everyone and the French got kicked the fuck off the island permanently, except for reparations that Haiti had to pay to them for a thing. That was fucked up, the reparations thing. Fucked up. Ugh. History is interesting. History is interesting. Thank you for the level, Flux Cap. It's quite nice. Let me hit complete on that. Nice. Thank you for the level. Let me show you that level I was talking about earlier that has a star in it. It's kind of one of the last levels I did. Actually, hang on, I'll find it in the course world. And this'll still be lightning round, so you know. I'll obey the five life rule, by the way, for this. This was one of the last levels I did before I started my super world. I think it was a pretty neat one. This one is sort of inspired by the riverside archetype of DKC3. So here, it's sort of a half water, half ground level, where you can jump in the water and swim about a little bit. There's a bunch of bonies in the water as well as plants. And to get out of the water, you use tires, which I found out was really neat because it's, you know, usually when you're getting out of the water in a half water level, you're just jumping off, onto solid ground that's like really close to the water line. But with the tires, you can jump really high and go to some really high areas that are above the water. Very much how the riverbank levels in DKC 3 are structured, which I really like to pay homage to with this level. I am often trying to make levels in the vein of DKC levels I like. In this part, the water suddenly becomes dangerous. Also in this part, if you use a shell, you can get a frog suit even this early in the level, because I thought it was important to, you know, sort of make it so that you can swim through this part no matter what, as a frog. Now, as far as the star goes, here's what you need to do. You take this shell, and then... Fuck! I'm just gonna die, but you see here, this part you can play it in multiple ways. Either going above like this, or let's say you were to die, and we'll do it properly. Let's say, instead of that happening, instead, you did a different thing. Let's say instead... Hey, Dexterity, how's it going? I know that name. Dexterity, you're another streamer, aren't you? I feel like it's been a while. I don't think I can remember off the top of my head what you stream. How's it going? See, if you get the star, you can then jump into the water here and swim among the dry bones, which I think is really rad. Also, you know, because you have to work for it, it's a fair thing. A Halloween level? How you doing, Dexterity? Good to meet you. I feel like I know you. You're from probably one of the Discords I'm in. I swear I've seen your name before. Anyway, that's that. Let me pull up the next level. Isn't that's a neat use of a star, isn't it? You think? After this next level, by Barnstorm R, after this next level, I will close the queue. I think. Let me see. Let's see what's going on elsewhere on Twitch. Yep. After this level, after this level, I will close the queue, and then we'll finish off everything that remains tonight, and then we'll send the folks somewhere on a nice old raid. That'll be good. That'll be fun. Barnstorm is here, has been here. Very good. Let me pull up another card. I've been watching the end of the anime season. Power ranking tomorrow, probably. I guess I do have to do that tomorrow, so maybe, no. I don't know. Maybe a stream tomorrow. I've been watching a lot of anime, and just about all of it from the season has ended, except for a couple of cuckoos, which ends tomorrow in a two-parter. And after that, I will do my ranking, a thing where I post my favorite anime based on tiers, a tier list of anime on anilist.com. If you do like !anime. Hang on one second. !anime. There's my Anilist profile, and I'll be putting up a list of a tier list of all my favorite anime from this season. All my favorite anime, all the anime that I finished this season, and in a tier list from S to A to B to C to F. There are a couple of F anime this season that I didn't really like that much. So that'll be fun. That'll be coming together tomorrow. There's a couple anime that got delayed a little bit, like Shine Post got delayed, and Uncle got delayed. But so whatever episodes they had this season are going to be judged to this season. But it's Shine Post is going into S tier. I really liked Shine Post a lot. Shine Post was fantastic. Definitely in that. Definitely worthy of S. Uncle is more of a B plus. I'll have to think about it. All right, Barnstorm. Some metro. Wait. Oh, it's an escape. Okay. I was expecting I was expecting this to be like a progression thing where I had to like get items and shit. But no, I just have to run and shit. This is very smart design, man. I like it. Also, the music, holy shit. And like the explosion effects, wow. This is rad, man. Like it is super evocative of Metroid. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. I love the screen rock that you have going. How are you managing that? Is that just like is that some instrument or something that's banging across the thing? Like a drum? I lost my doohickey, but so long as if I have fire, I think I'm good. Global thwomp with a muncher banging it. Gotcha. There's a checkpoint that refreshes our lives. Oh god, I have 20 seconds left. I'll probably die, that's fine though. We got a checkpoint, yeah. Go, go, go! Come on, come on, come on. We got 9 seconds left. What? Okay, well, we had a checkpoint, so it's fine. I'm not sure what we were supposed to do there, but we'll find out this time. I guess for the timer, you have to have it so that clown car boot makes a giant. Right. I need to actually get into the clown car. Alright, we ride the thing. There we go. Oh. Up. There we go. Nicely done, man. Wow. That's a cool level. Very well executed. Fucking rad. You really nailed the Metroid vibes there. Not to mention the music. And it really is. You captured it, man. You captured everything about Metroid. Escape sequences. 1000%. Great work. If you want to get in one more level. By the way, folks. Last call for levels. Last call for levels. You want to get them in, now's the time. Last call. I'm going to... And that includes you, Bondstorm. If you want to put in another one, be my guest. Go ahead. Last call. In the meantime, I'm going to look at one more card here. Y'all hear about Super Chat YouTube coming to Twitch? Yeah, this sort of popped up yesterday. I saw this myself before I saw any tweet about it or anything. Just, you open up a Twitch stream, and suddenly it tells you like, hey, you could spend $5 or $10 to get a message on chat that's like, you know, pinned or something for like 30 seconds. Seems like a weird thing, especially if, you know, you're talking about someone like me, my chat, where everything is pretty slow. $5 for 30 seconds? Can't say I would recommend making that deal, but hey, if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you. That's a thing that's from YouTube, by the way, if y'all don't know that. It's a feature that's on YouTube, and now they've implemented it on Twitch. I kind of feel like it would be better if they could adjust it. You know, if like, oh, I don't know how it works on YouTube, by the way, if that's the option there. But like, if you could make it like $1 for someone of like my level to get on screen for a minute, I think that would be more fair. Especially because, you know, the chat moves so slow here. It really doesn't make sense to pay that kind of money for 30 seconds worth. Ridiculous. But hey, you know, I'm sure it's more for the bigger old streamers than little old me, right? You have any last? I'll do one more card. Have y'all finished Splatoon 3 yet? That reminds me. Jeez, I have to finish Splatoon 3. I haven't finished the single player. It's been really good, though. A lot of diverse stuff. A lot of good gameplay. A lot of good challenge rooms and a mix of, like, full-on levels and, like, little challenges. And I've just not found the time to actually finish it off. I think I gotten, like, most of the way through it. But I really need to find the time, sit down, and actually do that. Because it's been pretty fucking good. I've also not played it multiplayer-wise in a bit. Because, I don't know. I played a little bit during the Splatfest. And ended up not doing that well. I felt like, oh shit, everyone got really good during the Splatfest. Before the Splatfest, I feel like I was doing, like, pretty well. But during the Splatfest, it was like, everyone is aggressive and better than me right now. Holy shit. It's really hard to do the things that I like to do in Splatoon right now. Maybe it's just like during the Splatfest, that's try-hard hours. And like, you really want to play during like, you know, just a regular, random, you know, Tuesday afternoon is probably a better time to play than the Splatfest. But I don't know. I've just not found the time recently. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for delaying. Let's go ahead and close the queue. Let's go ahead and get through the last 4 levels here. And then we'll send y'all on a nice raid somewhere good. The next level is by Droopman. Droopman, go ahead and say something. Also, by the way, let me change the Mario Maker UI to say that the queue is closed. Which is something that the UI does. I love my fancy new UI. I only put this UI together like a couple weeks ago. And it is just so nice and clean. Much cleaner than my previous UI, which was just a slightly transparent bar that was not very attractive at all. What a good interface. Hope y'all appreciate that as much as I like it. Alright. Indigo Waters. Let's go. High clear rate, so feel like our chances are good here. Lightning round, 5 tries, let's go. There's probably a power-up in that. I should probably go get it. Wait, no. Get a power-up over here. Oh, there's just coins in here. This is kind of like the Barracuda level from Donkey Kong Country 3. With a bunch of fishies you have to swim around in between. And, being a fun way to do that. Very nice. I like it. Maneuvering around these fishes is a little bit of a challenge. Though, you know, of course, you could just wait for the fishes to all go off screen and it'd be safer, but where's the fun in that? You like to have a little bit of adventure, a little bit of thrill. You like to go as fast as you possibly can, right? Oh shit. I didn't hit the P block. I hope that's not a problem. Okay, that's just for a bonus. That's just for a bonus. We have 40 seconds left, folks. Gotta get done. There we go. Nice. Great level, very solid. Great. I like your use of the fishies underwater. It's just a very good underwater level. Underwater levels are hard to make fun, and I think you succeeded. I think you made a fun one. Nice. See you later, Droop Man. Monday, yes, Monday is the next viewer level night. Look for me then, if, like, viewer levels. I have given thought also to doing a little Saturday mid-afternoon stream, but that's not for certain. Maybe we just stick to Monday, Thursday, Friday. Though also I'm thinking about a Tuesday stream, playing a little Overwatch 2. When that hits. Hey, whoa, gamer guy. That's right, you are number 1. In fact, let me do this, and there you go. Whoa, gamer guy. Your level's up. Whoa, indeed. Fide Licks 70H. That's right. That's right. Let's see. What do you want us to play? Nice costume, by the way. How did you get that? That must be like for one of the modes I never play. Haunted house platforms, 40 seconds, 5% clear rate. 5%. You want to do the first one? Play Super Sky platforms full. And blue platform jumps. You can only get one in this particular instance. So which one is it? If you're saying I get to choose, I think let's do blue platform jumps. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. 5 tries on the board. Let's go. So long as we follow the indicators here, I think we'll be good. I like how you have to go above and then below. That's a neat way to lay this level out. Checkpoints. Oh shit!
Oh, no.
I thought I was gonna fall, so I tried to do a little twirl. Didn't realize that. God.
Oh, no.
Didn't realize that I had gotten to the thing. Do not do a triple jump there. Timing will not work out, I think. There we go. Just gotta force a regular jump. Oh, God! Damn, no! Oh shit, the platforms respawn. Could have saved it there. Okay. 3rd try. 2 tries left. We got this, we got this. I think there's gonna be a checkpoint here that will refresh our tries. Good. Okay, yes. That refreshes our tries back up to 5 for the final segment here. Let's do it. All right. I'll take it. Thank you for the level.
Oh, yeah.
We got through
Time.
reasonably clean. Good shit. Thank you, thank you. Whew. GG's indeed. Complete. Oh, it's a maker code, so that doesn't actually do anything, but still. Next level is by FluxCap, who just did some emojis, so we know FluxCap is here. Hey, J2 Rally. The queue is closed, but I'll tell you, you want to get one in, I'll open it for you. Tell you what, go ahead and get that level in, J2lery. I always want, whenever I see someone new, I always want to let them get one in, you know, first time viewer and all. Always feel like that's an easy enough thing for me to do. Reopen it real quick, let them get one in, and then close it after. It's open now, so get it in so I can reclose it right after. Jay, did you, are you on it? Is Jay still here? Maybe Jay, just saw the thing. There we go, okay. Perfect. Thank you. go ahead and close it for you. Close it now. And that'll be the last level of the night. Alright. Luigi's Delivery Company, number 1 by Fluxcat. 10% clear rate. Let's do it. 5 tries on the board, let's go. High hopes on my puzzle solving ability. Well, I think I have some idea here. I need a box. Take a box, put it in a place. The second level, I'm gonna take a box. I feel like this is gonna be a little risky here. How many do I need? Hey! Oh, shit. More than that. Alright, let's... Where are my boxes? Oh, I realize now what my... Okay, I figured out the puzzle. I need to get the wind guy over to the side. Okay, doors reset. Yeah, let's do that. Is that enough to do the... For the... No. Also, I got hit. Dang it. Okay. Be more careful about that shit. Can I ground pound those guys? Will that kill them? I should ground pound those guys, shouldn't I? I think... Nope. Oh, shit. Maybe you have to be big to ground pound them or something. Nope, nope. Ground pounding will kill him. Placement needs to be perfect. Yes. Gotcha. Okay, you were a little... You were answering the question I asked earlier, not the question I just asked. That's the... That's a delay for you, right? Not like a large delay, but you know. Ambiguity. There we go. I understand. No worries. Also, I know that, you know, there's a delay between, like, me saying something and y'all seeing it because, you know, that's streaming for you. Checkpoint refreshes our tries. And then I immediately lose one. Third trial here. Third challenge. This time we're underwater. Why would you want to undo the on-off here? Ah. I see. Nice. This one's not so much a puzzle as it is just a little challenge. Little challenge zone. Okay. This one, I can push a thing. Okay, turn this on, make it bounce, and time it right. Y'all see that, y'all see Community was confirmed to have a movie? Movie coming for Community? I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't watched Community since it was, like, on the air. I thought about rewatching it at some point, but then I didn't do that. Community was a very good show. back in that era of like The Office, Parks and Rec, and yeah, Community. Those three I really enjoyed. I wonder how well Parks and Rec ages. Is that still on Netflix, Parks and Rec? I know Community is on Netflix, but I don't know if... I don't know if Parks and Rec is. What's with the thing? One thing I don't... Well, how do I get the key door? Let's go through this door with the box. Huh. Turn that off and go through the thing? Maybe something will drop in from the ceiling. Nope. Level is about learning to handle different properties of the boxes. I think I do want to jump, but how? Indicators are key. So put it here? There's something above, maybe? This is a... no. I'll tell you, I'm stumped by this one. I can throw the box. I can stand right here. And it'll bounce right here. That doesn't do me any good. That's not it. What are boxes good for in real life? Storing items. Ah, there's a thing in it! I forgot that you could put things in the boxes. I forgot you could do that. I can't remember the last time a Mario Maker box had something in it. Okay. Good hint. Okay. Shit. Okay. What? Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a challenge here. If I let these bombs just carry on, they're gonna destroy my boxes. Shit, I need to get multiple boxes here. Okay. Oh, also, I did get a checkpoint, so I did refresh my things, right? Or did I? That's the first time I died since the checkpoint, right? So yeah, I refreshed and then I lost one. Yeah, that's right. Okay. These guys will destroy my boxes if I let them. And I think I need all three to get through. And also I need to... God!
Oh no!
That is tight. That is tight. Timing there. Ooh. I think this is how we gotta do it. Wouldn't it be great if there were no bombs? I see what you mean, yeah. I have to block off the box with the thing. That's it, okay. Okay, that's much safer. Is that jump gonna be a little far? That might be a little far. Also, I could have just jumped over right to the flagpole. I didn't know it was that close. We got through. Good shit. Thank you. Thank you for the level flux cap. Ooh. Challenging, but good. Thanks for the GG's, J2 real. And flux cap. Let's see the next one. I'm gonna put complete in chat. And I'm going to put next in chat. Thank you for the follow, flux cap. I appreciate it. Much obliged. Next one up is dexterity. Dexterity, go ahead and speak up. Not to say that I won't play your level even if you're not here, but if you are not here, it'll be in sudden death, which will mean a lot fewer tries. That is how we do things here. Let me say how we do things. If you're here when your level is up, I give it the full time of day, which during the lightning round means 5 tries, refreshing a checkpoint, 7 for subs. If you are not here, I still play a level, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, which means only 2 tries, refreshing at checkpoints. So keep that in mind. I'm going to enter this, and I think I'm going to get going on this level. Shin 2QF. Let me at dexterity real fast. There we go. Dexterity says enjoy. Perfect. Don't need to at you or anything. Beautiful. I think I've already... This one, actually, I've already beaten it before. Did you have some sort of previous account? Because I have beaten it. Someone has submitted it to me before. I think if I... Yeah, let's... Yeah, I gotta pick something else. That's right. Oh, you know what? I know you from Reddit. That's it. I remember now. We've definitely on Reddit traded most of the levels. That's right. You make you post the level sharing thread often, and I do as well. And I played most of your levels, and I think you played most of my levels. There are a couple here since the last time I really did the maker sharing thread. I guess, geez, it's been a while, I guess. Let's okay. Thank you for the follow, dexterity. Let's do this. It's the lightning round, so we have 5 tries left. I knew I recognized the name. I read it. That's it. Mario Maker read it specifically. Oh, I'm bad. That was better. But still, very much death. This is pretty well timed, though. You know, hey, it took like 2 tries before I get the timing of this one thing down. And it just sort of feels semi-automatic. Not sure where that Koopa went. Yeah, clips are are filtered out by the bot. That was the last try already. Dang. Thank you for the level. What's through here? Is this like a later part of the level or something? Yeah, seems like. Whispered the clear vid to you? I'll have a look later. We're almost done here with this here stream. And I think let's finish up here, wrap up for the night. And let's wrap up for the night and then do the raid. Get things rolling. There's the J2 Real. J2 Real. Go ahead and confirm. J2 Real is ready to go. Just said list like before the last level. You are up, J2 Real. Let me go ahead and punch you in. And yeah. Let's go. Let's go. 5 tries on the board. Let's go. Mario's New York Adventure clear rate 2.5. Sounds doable. We got 5 tries. Let's do it. I think this is neat. Sort of carving a path you need to go through with these bullet bills. That's cool. The sound effects are a bit much. Hard. Don't see that very often. Department of Columbia. That's not it. District of Columbia. That's what DC stands for. War. Yeah, okay, I think this is that was definitely District of Columbia. Afghanistan. Oh yeah. Have I seen this one before? I am getting serious deja vu from this level. Jay Tooley. Serious deja vu from this level where you go to Afghanistan. And from Washington, D.C. to Afghanistan. I definitely remember seeing this level some point in the past. I don't think it had the part where the bullet bills go through the buildings. That part is new. Dang it. That was pretty close. That was pretty... Nearly did it. Was there a checkpoint? Yes. When we got to Afghanistan. I've definitely seen this level before. Or like, maybe another version of it. Shit. Alright. I think that about does it. It's probably the end right through here. It was bad, right? It was Bush. Gotcha. Now that makes more sense than it was bad. Thank you, J2 Real. I've definitely seen this level before. Maybe an earlier version of it. Thank you, thank you. Well, folks, that is the last level of tonight. Thank y'all for coming by, giving me some levels, and watching me play them. There's been a bunch of people here today. It's been one of my busier... It's been a pretty busy night. I appreciate it, and I'm happy about that. Really hopping. Let me see who's online, and let me see who I can raid. Let's see. Who are we gonna raid? Shaker Jeans. Alter Mentality is streaming. Super Nintendad is streaming. Spelunkers. I don't remember Spelunkers. Maybe that's someone I know, but who changed their Twitch name. What would y'all like to see? Alter Mentality is doing... Let me just check my thing. Who's GG Donut again? Let's see. Checking my notes just to remember like who some of these folks that I follow are. GG Donut, I know from GG Donut. GG Donut. Not sure. Okay, shit. I'm not. My notes say I don't remember where I know that person from. So let's go with. Let me see what Super Nintendad is up to. I don't know what that is. Let's go with Alter Mentality. I'll send you over there. She is playing Wheel of Fortune. That sounds like a good idea to me. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I usually do raids on, people I know. Other such folks. But why don't I do a raid on someone doing viewer levels tonight? Would that be fun? Would y'all like to see that? Maybe rather than someone just playing. You know what? I'm tired. I don't want to look for someone else. Let's just do it. Raid, Alter, Men, Al. Alright, folks. Thank y'all for the levels. Thank y'all for coming by, watching me play the video game. I will see ya next week, is the plan. I might do a stream on Saturday, like Saturday around sometime in the afternoon. Keep an eye on it on the Discord. I'll mention it in the Discord if I decide to do that. And, I'll tweet about it and shit, and you'll see if you have a notification on Twitch, you'll see that as well. Here's the schedule. Like I said, GTA Replay is actually going on hold next week in favor of another playthrough, which will be somewhat spooky in nature since the spooky season is upon us. And also, Chrono Trigger Randomizer, maybe we'll do that. I'm thinking about doing that tomorrow, and if we do that tomorrow, I don't know what we'll do for next Thursday. Maybe more Overwatch 2 or something. That'll be the hot new thing on next week, I guess. All right, folks. I will see you later. Y'all have a good one. Bye. Monday, around 9 p.m. for Mario Maker viewer levels, if you want to see more of that. And after that will be some game. You'll find out. It's going to be a spooky one. Bye.